please subscribe and don't forget to press the bell icon to get notified whenever we upload a new video.
Andrew, I can sense your pain that you're not able to support most of the buys with fundamentals. But you spoke to us about private banks. Outside that, where else would you park money since you have to park?
So again, we've continued with FMCG stocks, and we're selectively buying autos. So that's really where we're concentrating our kind of investments at the moment. And on the hedges, you know, still more towards the PSU banks a little bit, and you know, still don't like telecom, IT, and pharma. So, you know, those are the sectors which, you know, are just being dragged up because the market's dragging it up. It's no fundamental reason to be in those sectors at all at the moment. There's still a lot of pain to come, but you know, we have to wait for these things to play out. And you know, the next 2 days we have the Fed. I'd be surprised if the Fed goes at a rate hike, given the problems they've had in the US just with the hurricanes, and that will have a hit on GDP growth a little bit. So I'm not viewing that we'll see an interest rate hike by the Fed this time around.
Andrew, one theme which is working, which the market is backing, is that some of the consumer companies which had a bad last quarter because of GST disruption. You know, we have seen rally in stocks like Marico, Dabur, Godrej Consumer, even Lever is almost back to all-time highs. Are you backing that theme?
I'm not backing that theme. We've been on FMCG, but particularly 3 companies where, you know, we see either there's, you know, the potential takeover with Kraft, Unilever, so Unilever has to get its act together, and then you have activist shareholders both in Colgate and Nestle, and I think that's where we like those kind of stocks, where you can see, you know, it's a beneficiary of GST, you know, double-digit sales growth and better margins, and also the overriding factor that the kind of group is trying to make you know, the whole the group more profitable to stave off you know, these activist shareholders or companies.
Andrew, you know, there are a lot of themes obviously that the market has been looking for desperately and chasing, whether it's graphite stocks, whether it's carbon black, and now it seems to be this whole, you know, turn to EV, and you know, who's making anything that can go in an electric vehicle. Have you put some thought into it? I mean, is there something new that comes to mind?
I'm just trying to think about electrical vehicles in India, and when that time would come. I mean, even if I take you know, say the UK, it's going to be at least 2 to 3 years before you start seeing this. So I'm not playing into this theme, you know, in terms of who supplies you know, the parts or for electric vehicles. It's just not. It's too early. It's far too early.
Take your point on that. Maybe we'll have to sell down some things before you start buying, because some things will also be phased out.